Yeah. So fitness news.
Fitness news.
Sorry,
Chase with the fitness.
Yep. I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Chase.
We have a 1,003-pound deadlift from Hafthor Bjornsson.
I was trying to figure out how far we could take this without having to talk about that, actually.
No, we
because
have to talk about it.
1,003 pounds is going to come up not once but twice today. First, with Hafthor's...
Did Steffi Cohen also deadlift 1,003 pounds? It wouldn't surprise me.
Dude,
It doesn't
The
matter.
originator
It was
of the
straps.
1,003-pound deadlift, John Goodman.
if Thor deadlifted proportionally what Steffi Cohen deadlifts,
not
he'd
enough
be to like
weights.
2,200 pounds.
What's the math on that? What does Hafthor weigh?
Steffi Cohen
About
deadlifts
420.
let's say like 525 at 123.
1 second. I'll get the numbers.
All right, he's gonna do some math. But what we're talking about right now is that Hafthor made good on his promise. He said, "I'm going to deadlift 1,003 pounds," and then he fucking deadlifted 1,003 pounds, and it looked easy as shit.
It really did.
It looked so easy because usually what you get is that kind of weird hitch as the bar passes the knees. You get like the hamstring stutter, and they have to kind of like hump the bar into position. And he just fucking pulled that thing right into the top of his deadlift. I mean, there was no hesitation. There was no slowing down.
It was thigh pulling.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful.
Very quick.
So Kyle's doing some math here. Have we figured out if Hafthor could pull?
What I found very quickly is that I don't know how to do math.
Okay,
It's like
That's
anyone
good.
trying
That's
to
a
figure
good
out
place
the
to be.
Sinclair coefficient.
that's a good place to be. Do you mind if I give it a shot real quick?
Give it a shot.
All right, let's see if we can give this a shot. Let's see. What I found is that I can't do math.
Looks like
Yeah, that's
Thor.
the
We're
video
watching
right
the
there.
video now.
He would be
Thor
deadlifting almost 1,900 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. So let's take a look at this deadlift real quick. He's obviously gigantic. He's gotten a lot more tattoos in the past year.
Hey, that doesn't count as
He's
straps.
straps on, and he's using kind of a bar similar to the one they used at the World's Strongest Man last year, where the weights are very close in, but the bar itself is very long, so you could load it up a lot more if you needed to. And there's just no fucking hesitation.
Yep.
I mean, he pulled that so smooth. Now, to be totally fair, that's 455 kilos. Eddie Hall, as the man who beat Thor last year and owns the deadlift world record currently, also, you know, maybe part of the Petty Hall of Fame is that he's definitely knocking on the door of the Petty Hall of Fame.
King of like it's Drake, Eddie Hall, Arm & Hammer.
Should we
We're
just
the
start,
top
should we
three
start
most-
calling him Petty Hall?
Petty Hall. Yeah, we're top 3 most petty of all time. So Eddie Hall saw this video and reposted a video of him pulling 463 kilos from 4 years ago. And
With
was
the
like,
caption, I'm just going to leave this here.
yeah, I'm just going to leave this here.
And as a reminder to the audience, Eddie Hall, who beat Hafthor, you know, and there was some controversy surrounding that, talked massive shit about Hafthor after the competition, and so did Hafthor.
Right.
I mean, he brought it on himself. But what was he saying? That Hafthor had his what does he call them? His people around him, his minions, his
Yeah.
entourage, who
Well,
were all,
Eddie
all
has-
there to suck his dick or something like that.
Yeah.
Or what the thing was.
It takes a lot of people to
Quote.
suck that dick.
It's a big dick. It's bigger. It's almost as big as Cliff's pinky.
To be totally fair, Eddie has his own entourage. When he pulled 500 kilos, he had one person whose only job it was to hold a fan, like a small little portable fan to his face, which is nice because really it's like, what's the minimum work required to make sure Eddie doesn't die during this deadlift? It's just someone put a fan on his face, just someone blow air.
Yeah, but that's not fair. I mean, how much could we deadlift if we had someone holding a fan on our face all the time?
Hundreds of pounds.
Hundreds.
I mean, we're
We're talking
at
300,
least
400
anywhere
pounds.
from 300 to 400 pounds on a good day. Yeah. So the other 1,003 pound news is, and we didn't post this up, but I'm sure Chase, if you could send this over. Did you see this?
Is John Goodman. He fell off the
Currently
wagon.
now weighs 1,003 pounds. Ray Williams, probably the best raw powerlifter of all time. I mean, just in terms of absolute strength, Steffi Cohen still is pretty much there in terms of the Wilks, but in terms of absolute strength, Ray Williams, he squatted 1,003 raw
Yeah.
for a double.
What?
Yeah. He
What?
took that thing for a twofer. He was like,
Yes.
you know what? Not one, but
crack
two. Suck a dick.
Wait, what's his current PR?
He is probably gonna try and squat 1,100 pounds. Like he's gonna go for a 500 kilo squat.
Yeah, but what is his current 1 rep max PR?
Probably really close to 500 kilos.
I know
like
it's a world
490
record.
maybe.
Oh, it's okay. So he's
Yeah.
he's well up there. Jesus.
Yeah, he is a squatting machine, and in fact he squats high in training. He squats just above parallel in training, but he buries his fucking squats in competition because powerlifting, the federation he's in, is like not only the most tested federation, but it's also very stringent with his rules.
Yeah, I've noticed that in his, because I follow him on Instagram, in his training videos, it looks like he's barely touching parallel, if
Yeah.
even getting down to parallel, which I then use as a justification to also barely go to parallel.
Well, you guys
'Cause I'm like,
also-
hey, if the best in the world does it.
You have similar strengths and weaknesses, I would
This is
say.
true. That's what I have often said, is me and Ray Williams physically are very similar.
He, I think apparently the reason why he doesn't bury his squats while training is because he is, like mobily challenged. So it takes him a while to like warm up to the point where he can bury his squats. And so he saves that for, plus at the end of the day, like he's not really missing out on any sort of muscle development. Like he's missing out on the bottom of that range of motion, which, by the way, he walks out his 1,003 pounds. Most people are using the monolift.
Yeah.
Most people are
the chains. Though.
Yeah, he has the chain. He has 2 spotters that stand next to it.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
what are they going to do? Fucking goblet squat 500 pounds? So, look, they're even hesitant to get close to him. They're like, I don't fucking know. What am I supposed to do with my hands right now? They're like not even on camera.
I need that shirt.
It
Big
is
boy
funny.
season.
Oh yeah.
It is big boy season.
It is funny though to look at this versus something like some of like a West Side 1 rep max. Like when you see those guys squat, there's like 80 people surrounding them and have hands on every part of their body. You know, when they're squatting, and then Ray Williams, like if it weren't for that one white tennis shoe there, I wouldn't know that he wasn't just alone in his garage.
Yeah, and the difference being like in West Side, they're wearing like a 30 ply canvas suit, and they have 14 people helping them out. Ray just like put on his size quadruple XL knee sleeves and is wearing like wrestling shoes. Just has
Quadruple
1,000
XL.
fucking pounds on his back. Which the thing that really blew my mind is that we now make barbells for superhumans like this. Like there need to be barbells that can support 1,100 pound squats and deadlifts.
You think you have to send in a video of you deadlifting or squatting a certain amount of weight before you're allowed to purchase a barbell like that?
Ooh, I like that.
Can I just purchase one right now?
like the old Jim Jones shirt?
No.
Like you have to fucking earn it?
Yeah.
Great idea. Branding, okay? Beats, they're fine, but they made headphones cool. What we do is we make a special barbell, but it's a special color, but you can only get this barbell if you are a certain level of strength. You deadlift this or you squat that. We obviously will have those barbells because we came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But then you can only
get
make
a
them available
discount.
for sale.
Yeah.
And then other people will try and knock them off, and there will be videos about how you can just color their barbell at home with highlighters or whatever the fuck you want. But we will be, and we're talking, and we're selling to Apple inside of 5 years, all right?
Inside of 5 years.
Inside of 5 years.
Barbells.
Jimmy Iovine will partner with us on these barbells. If he can get this barbell in the hands of some influencers, some social media influencers, a Kanye West, a Katy Perry, if I get I wish I knew 3 celebrities.
John Goodman.
If I could get a John Goodman squatting with this barbell, it's cash in our pockets, guys. They will
Yes.
market it for us.
February 14th, 2018. First $1 million idea.
Yeah.
On Scales Needed.
It's happening.
There
gonna be famous.
used to be something like that in the CrossFit space. I was just looking it up to see if I could find the exact.
While he looks that up, I want to make a declaration here. John Goodman, the official celebrity of Scale is Needed.
I'm always for that.
That's our stance. That's
He represents all of our values. Bigness. That's it.
Thick. That's a thick boy.
He's a thick boy.
And
So-
Roseanne, that's a great show.
He was thick, but he still kicked the ass out of those nihilists there, so he can move.
It's a good